What's up, guys? Optimus Crime here. It's been a while. Just been real busy, but got some Zealot Slayer for you, and but I'm not gonna talk about that. I want to talk about some interesting things that we talked about in my psychology class. More didn't talk about anything super abstract or theoretical. It was some fun stuff that we talked about. This one person, she's a lady, she's an American, and she never forgets anything that happens in her life, right? She can read a book and remember, you know, a certain line and what page it was on. I mean, she remembers everything. She remembers conversations that she had 20 years ago on a specific date, you know. She remembers what day, like fucking December 21st, 1975 was. Like, she'll be like, oh, that was a Tuesday, and I did this, this, and this on that day. And I don't know, it's crazy. And then we talked about, you know, this guy who's pretty much the complete polar opposite of this lady. And he was from the UK, and his memory, you know, he can only remember things for like 4 seconds, and then he forgets, okay? And he doesn't remember anything other than his wife and how to play the piano. It's kind of crazy. But the thing is, you know, he remembers his wife, but you gotta remember, like, after 4 seconds, he forgets everything. So when she first walks in, he's like, oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen you. Where have you been all these years? And then like 4 seconds later, it's like the same thing again, right? And then, you know, she'll ask him a question and he'll completely forget the question. Like, he'll start to answer it and then forget what he's talking about, or he won't even remember the question if it's too long of a question, right? If the question takes too long, I mean, if it's more than 4 seconds to ask the question, you know, he'll forget what the question is. So I don't know, I guess the question is, you know, for y'all, and I forgot to mention about this lady, right, who doesn't forget. If you look at her, she looks really depressed. Her eyes are really baggy. I mean, she looks rough. The reason is, you know, her husband died, right? And since she doesn't forget anything, you know, she remembers things as if it happened yesterday. Every day of her life, she lives it as if her husband, you know, had died yesterday, and she still has those same feelings. And I don't know, she seems to concentrate on all the negatives in her life. And I mean, the student in me would be like, oh my god, that would be so awesome. I mean, forget flashcards or note cards, dude. I'd read a book and I'd know everything, like, easy. Just listen to the lectures and I remember everything he said. Like, oh my god, that would be amazing. Like, come on, that's such an awesome gift. But I mean, you gotta remember, man, like, all those bad things that happen in your life, like, that's, I don't know, it'd be hard, like, not to think about those things. So, but anyways, like, what would y'all rather have, I guess, you know, memory to where you'll never forget anything, including those bad things, like, you gotta remember that, or just not being able to remember anything, like, severely, like, you can't remember things that happened 4 seconds ago. But the thing is, you know, if you have that extremely bad memory, you don't realize you have that bad memory. I mean, you don't. I mean, how could you? You might for like 2 seconds, but then forget it. So I don't know. I mean, personally, of course, I would rather have that extremely good memory to where I don't forget anything. Because, I mean, there's at least hope, you know, that I could sort of, I don't know, get better at, I don't know, just take a shit ton of therapy, you know, and just get better at focusing on the positive things in life. You know, I mean, I could at least potentially get better. You know, if you can't remember shit, you know, there's no way you're gonna get better unless, look at that crazy spawn. Anyways, yeah, there's no ways that you're gonna get, no way you're gonna get better. So I don't know. But what do you guys think? Peace out.